Thai vernacular house is influenced by different factors. From our ideas, those factors can be separated in three significant factors: environment, religion, and culture. Thai house starting from surrounding adaptations and development from surrounding. This technique got rebuilt from Ayutthaya period. It evolved until Thailand got Western influence and geography development. Finally, Thailand got unique form of Thai house with modern technology. Neighbor countries are one of the factors which shape traditional Thai house. Some provide small similarity in each component in their house, and some are people from the country that influenced the Thai house. For instance, for centuries, Laos are the country that migrated to Thailand, especially the northeastern part, and for the northern part of the old Lanna Empire. So the style and shape are completely different from another regional. Northeast contain poor soil bad for agriculture. However, the rice are the suitable for this regional. It contains small amount of monsoon and long dry season. Most of the area are crowded with little grass. The mountain in the northeast can divide it into smaller regional of northeast. Central, the most abundant part in Thailand. The region are full of development in geography. Most of the area are flat, which suitable for the river and transportation. Lastly, the surrounding are full of varied type of land. Northern, most of the land are mountain and highland. On winter season, northern part has a very cold temperature. The land can grow many kinds of crops, and it have unique forests which provide special atmosphere. Southern contain different types of geographical features and resource. It can classify into three different types: mountain, bay, and island. Fishery and rubber is the main resource from southern part of Thailand. Climate in Thailand is influenced by monsoon winds. Most of the regions in Thailand contain tropical wet and dry or savanna climates. The majority of the south and eastern has tropical monsoon climates. Some parts in the southern contain a tropical rainforest climate. Cultural influences on Thai vernacular house. Ways of living and cultural values. Family size. Thai house structure is always designed for flexibility of the members in the house. This is due to the culture that the younger generation would stay in their house after marriage for several years to save up the money to buy a new house then move out later. Privacy. In the part, decision of property were not considered important. Each family would have separate dwelling compartments. The dwellings would have to be connected through the extended terrace or bridges by several wood planks, so that people could go to each other's house without having to climb up and down too many times. Common space in the house. The space in the center of the house is used for the house members to spend their time together. It is also connection between different parts of the house. Connection between Thai people and river is also a very important factor that has a major impact with the house structure. In the ancient time, it is shown that Thai people used the water from river to clean themselves, to cook, or even for easy transportation.
And in Thai traditional house design, people tend to put their belief into the design of the house based on two categories. First is the condition of Thai construction. Second is the belief of religious. For example, condition of Thai construction, thing that people believe tend to be like they will be unfortunate for the developer. So they adjust the construction to fit with their belief. In terms of belief in religious, before the religious become a majority of belief of people, these days they tend to believe in ghosts and spirits. So they are afraid of the power of the spirits. So they become to create an event that they will please their belief by creating some activities that relate to how they construct the house.
In the northern region of Thailand, the roof is a V or X-shaped wooden cross at the top front of the construction, with a high roof with the halo of the sun in the midst of a gable roof, and roof tiles made from big clay in a fish scale patterns. It is also known as wind space home. For the wall, wood more intricate roof levels and additional openings in the wall to provide doorways and windows. It is embellished with stained wood, wooden tiles instead of ceramic. The exterior walls are straight and not leaning inward. Trapezoidal roof is flat and not curved, as in the version of the center. In northern Thailand, there are three types of stilt house. The earliest kind, เรือนเครื่องผูก or เรือนไม้บัว, aroused in the countryside. The constructions are made of glass woven roof. The foundation is built of sturdy wood posts and beams. The strongest stilt structures are guinea wood houses. The evolution of Thai Eastern house types is also influenced by geo-economic situations and ideas. The idea of symmetry is no use for the layout of the Northeastern house. There are three types of roofs. The first one is เรือนขง roof. The second one is เรือนเกย roof, and the third one is เรือนแฝด roof. There are three types of house stilt in Northeastern region of Thailand. The first one is temporary stilt, the second one is semi-permanent stilt, and the last one is permanent stilt. The wall partition which separate the house into many rooms consists of bedroom, kitchen, and terrace. Similar as the other categories, there are three house types that dedicate the wall arrangement. The rooms are the same, but the difference is how they arrange the room depending on usage. A wooden house in central region of Thailand. A high floor level allows an average height man to pass with clearance above his head, and a floor about 40 centimeters below the main floor allows the open ventilations and allows sitters on the main floor to comfortably hang their legs. A large platform area, which might reach up to 40% of the overall floor space, gives exposure to sunlight and fresh air. The roof lines of the Thai house is in the middle plane is oriented east-west. The high gable roof is the signature of central house roofing. The material used are timber and dry clay. The high angle of roof have the beneficial in heat transferring without opening. The single house เรือนเดียว and multiple house เรือนหมู่ using the same type of roofing. The wall and partition of each room will separate by the type of house. For instance, single house likely to have simple room structure. Multiple room house likely to have the extension and extra rooms from the single house. Some type of houses have more complex room structure and usage of each space. High floor level is also due to the following reasons: safety, flood, storage, and producing handcraft. The southern wooden house in Thailand. The climate in the southern part of Thailand is more humid and hotter when compared to the other regions. The roof is usually steeper. Also, the house usually got the main influence from the Malay house style. There are two significant roof styles: Banya or Lima roof and Blenor roof. Roof in the southern region. The most popular roof is gable roof with the extended eaves. This type of roof is suited the region's wet season that lasts longer than other regions. The supporting post resting on a stone slab is to prevent termites attack and dampness from the ground seeping through. The walls are made out of wooden boards that are placed in the position that the higher board overlaps the lower one to prevent rainwater from running through the wall on the interior of the home. Similar to the windows in the north and northern region, they are often single panel or balustrade windows.
For the North Thai house, the build in the northern area differs from traditional Thais that built in other parts of nation and is influence of the old Lana culture. And the Northeastern, the influence from the southern of Laos from the migrant of Laos people. And the south, the roof is different from the country that's similar to the gable. However, there are a few different from decoration with influence from local culture and belief. And the central is a central part of the Thailand consists of many regional community of various of society. This is the factor that made of Thai house in this regional will be mixed with many regional from the others influence.
From this project, our group had agreed that a Thai vernacular house was from the reflection of the surroundings. Each element had a major impact on every details of the house, such as the environmental impact that can be reflected through the house roof, walls, and stilts. Culture and religious beliefs are also important factors that had a huge impact on the arrangement of the house structure. Although the house structure in the modern day has developed a lot from the past, the influence on the houses remained the same. This was because we built a house to suit the site condition and our way of living.